In this video today, we'll be looking at how to make the selection in images on the basis of depth of field in Affinity. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please hit the subscribe button for more helpful tips and tricks related to Affinity. And if you want to follow along with this tutorial, please find the link for the images in the description. Now with that said, let's get started with the video. So to make a selection, first of all, we'll simply navigate below and then open our Finder window. And inside from the Finder window, first of all, let's place an image inside of Affinity. So for that, I'll simply click and drag inside of Affinity. Now you can see that as soon as we click and drag the image, now it has switched our studio from Pixel Studio mode to Canva AI. So this particular feature or tool which we will be using is based entirely upon AI and machine learning. So if you want to use this tool, then make sure to subscribe to Canva AI Pro in order to access this tool. Now, the tool that we'll be using is this particular tool which is called Select Sample Depth Tool. So let's select the Select Sample Depth Tool. And after selecting the Select Sample Depth Tool, now you can see that a new box with different settings has popped up right here. And by default, if you look or observe in the canvas, then our image is also being selected. So in order to make the selection of this object, which is in focus, by ruling out the depth of field, we'll simply navigate below. And first of all, keep the far value as it is, which is 100%. And next, we'll simply adjust the near slider. So for that, we'll simply click on this particular near slider and then drag it like so. And now you can see that it is starting to make the selection of the flower inside of our image. Now, after the selection is made, you can clearly see that this selection is entirely made on the basis of the depth of field. Now we'll simply hit on apply button, and after hitting on the apply button, we'll simply come back to our Pixel Studio. And from within the Pixel Studio, the next thing that we'll be doing is we'll invert our selection. So right now, it is simply selecting the depth of field in this image. So we want to invert our selection in order to make the selection of our flower only. So for that, we'll simply use the shortcut key of Command, Shift, and I. So now you can see that after we have made or used the shortcut key of Command, Shift, and I, or Control Shift plus I if you are using Windows, you can clearly see that the selection will be inverse or selection will be inverted. And after the selection will be inverted, now it is only selecting the flower. Now the next thing that we can simply do is get rid of the extra selection that it has made. So in order to get rid of those extra selection, we'll simply navigate to the left and click on a rectangular marquee tool. And as soon as we click on the rectangular marquee tool, you'll see that we have a freehand selection tool right here. Let's select the freehand selection tool and let's change our mode of the freehand selection tool to freehand. After changing the mode, we also want to change the mode as well, which is subtract. And now what it basically allows us to do is it simply allows us to opt the extra selection out like so. Now after discarding or deselecting the extra selection, the next thing now we'll be doing is simply select the move tool and then come right here below the layers panel. And from the layers panel, we'll simply apply a hue adjustment layer. So to apply a new hue adjustment layer, we'll click on this icon of adjustment layer. And within it, you can see that we have an adjustment layer or option called HSL. Click on HSL. After clicking on HSL, now you can see that the selection that we have recently made has been successfully masked in terms of a new mask or applied as a new mask. And now we can use the shortcut key of Command plus D in order to deselect our selection and then simply change the hue shift in order to change the color values for our flower like so. So we can change it to any other color as we like. So for this, I'll simply change it to maybe a blue color. So I'll simply change it to this blue color for now. Or what we can do is we can further make the precise selection of our hue color as well. So for that, I'll simply double click on this slider in order to set it to its default position and click on this particular color in order to target the right color of our flower petal. So I'll simply click on this particular red color since our flower petal is red. and it now targets the red petal. Now the next thing that we will do is simply adjust the hue shift by simply dragging the hue shift slider like so. Now you can see that it is changing the color. So we want color to maybe somewhere at a sky blue color like so, or maybe we can change it to somewhere to other hue color as well. So I think this is a unique color, so I'll simply set it to this particular color for now. And the next thing that we can also do is adjust the saturation shift as well to adjust the level of saturation. However, I'll set the saturation shift slider to its default state for now by simply double clicking or simply sliding the slider to its 0% position. Now after we are satisfied, what we can do is simply close the HSL box down. Now the next thing that we can notice is if we zoom in by using the shortcut key of Command and plus or Control and plus if you are using Windows, you can clearly see that there are rest of the areas as well at the edges of the flower that we have completely missed out. So in order to cover those areas as well, what we can do is we can simply hold down the Command key and then simply click on our mask in order to bring back our selection. So now you can see that it is again selected, or it has again selected our flower. And now we can simply navigate to the top and then select the pixel menu right here. And from the pixel menu, let's navigate below and select the pixel selection option that we have right here. And now let's change or select the option of grow and shrink in order to grow our selection. So in order to grow our selection, I'll simply click the slider and drag it slightly. As you can see, I'll simply now type the value directly instead of using the slider, since the slider is very much flexible. So I'll simply add a value of 1 pixel. I think we need more, so I'll simply increase the value to maybe 3 pixel for now. And I think 3 is kind of more, so I think 2 would be okay for this. So I'll simply add the value of 2 pixels. And after we're satisfied, let's click on the apply button in order to finalize the selection. Now the next thing that we can do is by selecting the brush tool, we can select the foreground or set the foreground color to white. So for that, we'll simply toggle our foreground color to white by using shortcut key of X, and by simply selecting the mask in our HSL shift adjustment layer. Now we'll start to brush outside of our flower petals like so, and you'll be able to see that the hue and saturation shift will be applied outside as well. So we must be careful here and not to spill the effects outside of the selection. And I think it is pretty much okay for now, like so. And now after we are satisfied, we can simply use the shortcut key of Command plus D in order to deselect. Now, in order to view our flower in the full view mode, we'll simply use the shortcut key of Command plus 0. Now this is how you can basically use the depth of field selection tool inside of Affinity. And if you want to work along with images where the subject is in focus or the depth of field exists in that particular image, then you can use this tool in order to enhance or make your workflow much more seamless. Now, if you want to go into more depth in this particular tool or with this particular tool, what we can do is we can again select this particular select sample depth tool, and you can play around with different settings inside of the select sample depth tool, where there are two properties of near and far, which allows us to make the selection of our subject or object inside of our image based on this particular two different properties of near as well as far. So if we adjust the slider far, you'll be able to see in those cases that the selection of subjects or object will be made inside of our image based upon those particular two attributes. So make sure to play around with these particular two settings. And right now it is not making any selection, because for that I must first of all select our image layer. So let's move back to our Pixel Studio and select our image layer, and then come back to our Canva AI Studio again. And now we can simply select the select sample depth tool again. And now if we adjust or play around with these particular two settings of far and near, then we can make the selection as per we like, which you can see right now being implemented live inside of our images in Affinity. So this is how you can use both of these properties in order to make the selection. So I'll simply hit the apply button now in order to make the selection, and this is how you can proceed further. So in order to deselect, I'll use the shortcut key of Command plus D and then come back to the Pixel Studio like so in order to carry out the further pixel based editing. So if you understand the concept of selection based upon depth of field inside of the image in Affinity, as well as the depth of field selection tool in Affinity, then hit the like button. And for more helpful tips and tricks related to Affinity, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching this video and see you on the next one.